My name is Gary Penny, and I've been talking about living a healthier lifestyle. Have you heard this? So, I like to begin with a little question. So, how many of you actually believe you live a healthy lifestyle at this point? Now, obviously, we know most people probably exercise here, but there are obviously some other factors as well. This includes exercise, as I mentioned, nutrition, and then if you're a smoker, that also is a huge key factor into living a healthy lifestyle. So, as I go through the presentation, we'll talk about some of these things and see if you fall into these categories or not. So, a little bit about myself. I'm a fitness enthusiast, been exercising for about 7 to 8 years. I had an exercise science major at Rutgers University. That's me running a 5K last summer when it was about 70 degrees warmer. It was nice. And that's me accepting the second place prize for the Rutgers bench press competition my senior year. I'm still pissed to this day that I did not get first. One rep off. Anyway, so again, I'm here today to persuade you to live the healthier lifestyle. So there are definitely some added benefits to this. First would be having more energy to get through your day-to-day activities, because I'm the last person to go today, so I needed some nice sugars there. Next is increasing your chances of not contracting a chronic health disorder, which I'll be going over. This is one of our major problems. And then lastly, probably the best of all, live a longer life. Who wouldn't want to live a little bit longer? So before I go about how you're about to do all this, let me explain why you should be living a healthier lifestyle. So the problems, as I alluded to earlier, chronic health disorders. Heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and obesity are major issues we have. And personal issues that people may have or excuses are not enough time or money to exercise or eat healthy. So let's start off with chronic health disorders. So heart disease. Key risk factors include high blood pressure, high low-density lipoprotein, or LDL, which is the bad cholesterol, and tobacco use. And major symptoms include chest pain, shortness of breath, nausea, and cold sweats. And this is the leading cause of death for men and women each year, so it's very serious. Next is type 2 diabetes. This occurs in 90% of all diabetes cases. The other 10% is type 1, which is more of a genetic disorder, so we won't be talking about that today. Type 2 diabetes, you have insulin-resistant cells. So your body does not produce enough insulin, or your cells do not react to insulin your body naturally produces. This is caused by poor nutrition. Usually you're intaking too much sugar in your diet. And wait, did we talk about this before? Wait, what's that stat, 33%? All right, I think we hit the nail on the head with this one quite a few times already, so I'm not going to dive too much into that. I received that stat from the CDC, or the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Well, I will say though, this is a chronic health disorder in its own right. However, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, stroke, or cancer are directly linked to people who are obese, so it's extremely serious and very life-threatening. And then next, the personal issues. People say they don't have enough time or not enough money to exercise or eat right. A very simple solution to this: stay at home. You can go out for a run for 15 or 20 minutes, or do some calisthenic type exercises if you don't feel like joining the gym. These include push-ups, pull-ups, crunches. Now, Cody, I know you might be tired from doing the mat out earlier, but do you think you could show the class how you do a proper form push-up? Because it is very common, but unfortunately people don't know the correct form and do it incorrectly very often. Perfect. You want to have your chest hit the floor, arms a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, body on a straight line. Perfectly done. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate that. Really did. So yes, these are very simple solutions to just solving the time and money issue. And then other solutions for the chronic health problems. You want to improve your nutrition, enhance your physical activity, or be more consistent, and eliminate tobacco use. So let's start with improving your nutrition. Carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. These are very simple, where your body gets 100% of its energy. Carbohydrates, again, could be refined or unrefined. Refined are your unhealthy carbs, you have extra sugars added, avoid these. Your unrefined or your natural complex carbs, whole grains, so whole wheat bread, whole wheat pasta, these are things that you should be taking in your diet. Fats, mono and polyunsaturated. Again, healthy fats, where you get a lot of your energy from these, found in nuts and like olive oil type products. Saturated fats, found in meats, dairy products. You should take these in moderation because they can lead to higher cholesterol levels. And then lastly, sorry, Ms. Carbonaro, trans fats, the donuts you brought earlier today, kind of high in those, so you should try to avoid those whenever possible. Very unhealthy, but once in a while it would kill you.
That's right. It was snowing.
Yeah. And then lastly is protein. Actually not an efficient source of energy, but very important to have in your diet because this is used for muscle repair and muscle growth. So next, enhanced physical activity. So according to the American College of Sports Medicine, or the ACSM, as Matt actually had pretty much the same slide I'm showing you right now, 150 minutes a week they recommend of aerobic at moderate to low intensity. Examples include running, biking, swimming, and about 2 days targeting all major muscle groups of anaerobic exercise. Examples include weight training, running sprints, things that are done at high intensity or not, they can't be sustained for long periods of time. I understand you might not be able to hit these recommendations. I'm realistic. Everyone has a tight schedule, but it's very important for you to be active at least some point during a week for some period of time. And lastly, eliminate tobacco use. Not everyone is a smoker, but according to a poll conducted by the CDC in 2012, 42 million Americans, or just under 20%, are still smokers. I understand it's not very easy to quit if you are a smoker. There's some solutions to this would be the patch, nicotine gum, even water vapor cigarettes to help wean you off. But I can't stress enough how serious of a health issue this is, and it's something you should try to eliminate as soon as possible. And then lastly, the benefits of living a healthy lifestyle. So first, you have enhanced energy for your day-to-day activities. Again, lower odds of contracting chronic health disorder and living a longer life. So enhanced energy for your daily activities. By exercising, your body is more able to efficiently transfer oxygen and nutrients into your tissues. So your heart and lungs don't need to work as hard, so you have extra energy throughout the day. And obviously, the nutrition plays an important role in this because what you put in your body is what energy you're going to get out. So choosing the unrefined carbohydrate, for example, you'll get a much more stable source of energy throughout the day instead of having that energy spike of sugar followed by the crash, which we all experienced before, probably at one point or another. Next, lower odds of contracting a chronic health disorder. So 47% of Americans actually have at least one of the major risk factors associated with the chronic health disorder. So again, lack of physical exercise, poor nutrition, or tobacco use, this is according to the CDC. So obviously avoid those major risks, you'll lower your odds. And then lastly, living a longer life. According to the Mayo Health Clinic, they say 7 out of 10 deaths are actually correlated to chronic health diseases, which is a humongous number. And people who avoid these risks and live a healthier lifestyle can add multiple years to their life. So obviously a very good thing. So in conclusion, why do you need to live a healthier lifestyle? If you want to avoid these chronic disorders such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, stroke, solutions, improving your nutrition, exercising regularly, taking out tobacco, and lastly, the benefits, having more energy to get through your day, lowering your odds of a chronic health disease and living a longer life. Now, I wasn't here today to tell you to join a gym or maybe join Weight Watchers or any of these other health programs, but hopefully I was able to change the way you think about health and fitness and understand that this lifestyle change will not only affect you today, but it will benefit you for the rest of your life. Thank you.